Alright, we're officially on the other side of the Bitcoin halving, and this side is an exciting side to be on because historically, 6 to 12 months after the halving actually occurs, the market goes astronomically up and to the right. And so our fingers are crossed that in the next 6 to 12 months, we might see something like a $200,000 Bitcoin and the altcoins absolutely flying, having a good time, and printing us amazing amounts of money. And so in this video, I wanted to break down 3 upcoming token launches that, based on the pattern that we've been watching on this channel so far, following the really top tier influencers and the best crypto traders, seeing what they're getting into, and then reverse engineering, seeing how we can also get the access and the opportunities that they're getting, these 3 tokens are likely to pay off with a very high reward. And so the first man that I like to trust in this niche here is Crypto God John. He's made me a ridiculous amount of money. He's made so many people millions of dollars inside both our inner circle and his paid community. And this was his track record in the last cycle. It's just unreal. Link 360x, RSR 125x, Spell 140x, FTM 111x, ETH 40x. Like, these are some crazy returns. You just need to pick one of these, put 10 grand in, and you've done exceptionally well. But this is the one we're focusing on here. This was his best call of all time, Chainlink, and he ended up doing a 360x on it. Now, why do we care about Chainlink? Because it's already in the multiple billions of dollars of market cap. Well, we care about it because there is a brand new token being launched through the Chainlink Build project, which is basically an incubator to help build on top of Chainlink's blockchain, and it's called XSwap. And our crypto god Johnny, he says, as you all know, I'm a Link OG. So I had to support and invest into the XSwap Link presale. Excited to see the rollout. So this is the token, the new token that is going to be one of the 3 that we're going to be talking about today, that is going to be launching very shortly. He also responded to this post here, which explains what XSwap is. We'll go through that in just a second. We're not going to spend too much time on what things are because we're more interested in making money on them. But I do like to touch on them just so we have some context around it. I know a lot of YouTubers don't even talk about what the projects do, which, I don't know. You can fast forward through me explaining it if you want, but I prefer to actually put it out there and understand it myself. Otherwise, we're just flying blind here. So this big post on XSwap was by a man called Batman, Crypto's Batman. Let me give you the main takeaways of this post here. So he wrote, with more and more L1s and L2s launching almost every day, interoperability between these chains will become more important than ever. So a lot of layer 1s and layer 2 tokens, which are their own ecosystems, but how does people trade between it? How do you go from something like Solana to Ethereum? One of the most promising new interoperability solutions is Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol, CCIP, not to be confused with the CCP. CCIP enables cross-chain token transfers and message passing in a seamless and highly secure way. Fantastic. So XSwap will be using Chainlink's CCIP technology in order to have a cross-chain DEX where you can trade between these tokens. XSwap is the first token led and brought to market by Chainlink's incubator, that's Chainlink Build that we just went through, and the first protocol to provide utility to the $21+ billion of Link tokens currently sitting idle. Batman writes, there is currently a leaderboard designed to rank users based on their activity within the XSwap ecosystem, but because there is a beta version out at the moment where you can swap between these current chains, and Batman advises it might be worth trying out this bridge with a few swaps because there's likely an airdrop coming for those people who rack up those points, hence the leaderboard. Now, XSwap is being launched on Ape Terminal, and Ape Terminal is quite a holistic, very socially powered, airdrop viable way of launching a token. It's basically a launch pad. And if you want to come over here to the launch pad, you can see what the write-up has been about it. One of the most interesting facts here is that it's the most secure cross-chain swap platform. So very high in security, which is very awesome. They have over 150,000 unique users at the moment. Over $70 million of volume has been traded in the beta version. A strong community with 70,000 followers on Twitter. High-profile backers including Chainlink, Cogitant Ventures, Polygon Ventures, and many more. Here are the token metrics. So private sale, they had 5% allocation. Public sale, which is going on right now, you get an 8% allocation and 50% token generation event, which is a nice big unlock at the price of 5 cents. Then they've got 20% to the ecosystem, 23% to operations, 12.5% to marketing, 10% to advisors, some liquidity, 2% to that airdrop, which we were talking about earlier, and the team are getting 15% with a 6-month cliff, which is always good to see for the team, so they can't just dump on the market as soon as this token launches. So here on ApeSwap, they're raising 200 grand at a 5% price point. They're issuing 4 million XSwap. 800 tickets. That's how ApeSwap works. You earn the tickets. Redemption amount 250 USD per ticket. Total participants on ApeSwap trying to get into this right now is just under 40,000. Now, XSwap are looking very promising, and they do have some big time partners coming in, including Capo and Crypto God John and a few other big partnerships. I'll be curious to see how it goes. On to the second token here. Now, this one is called Wisdomize. We're going to go less into this token. We broke down the first one in a little bit more detail, but this one is going to be more of a skim over. AI-driven crypto trading and insights. Leverage AI for crypto investments using our Auto Trader and Signaler. Now, this basically, to me, screams Actis. If you don't remember Actis, this is one of John's in the depth of the bear market. We broke this down in our inner circle. We saw it really low price. John basically called it out somewhere around here, and it went on to do about a 40x from where he was talking about it, from where we were breaking it down in our inner circle. Absolutely ramped up and up again. But basically, it's AI assistance. I can come down to this example down here. Real-time intelligence. Where to put my money now. They're going to advise you using AI. You're basically being assisted to trade using AI, which is a cool concept, but at least for me personally, where it's just like, if you can have AI that can tell you how to profitably trade, that's going to be an insanely valuable algorithm and an insanely valuable outcome that you're going to have. So why are you launching a bot about it? Just trade the markets and make a lot of money. That's how I felt about Actis, but Actis still 50x. That's how I feel about Wisdomize at the moment, but they got some really big partnerships. They're partnered up with AWS, they've partnered up with Google Cloud, Chainlink Build, again, the incubator that we went through. Seedify, of course, now we are sponsored on this channel by Seedify. Shout out to Seedify. They've had some really awesome launches recently. Singularity DAO, ChainGPT, another. They were originally a Seedify launch, and now they're their own launch pad. So they have some really big partnerships. And if you are looking to get into Wisdomize on Seedify, they are raising at 2 cents per token. And they are a refundable launch, which is a pretty phenomenal thing. I know I'm biased because I'm sponsored by Seedify, but guys, if you're not happy with the launch, you can get your money back. It's an incredible tool, and Seedify has been performing extremely well over the last few launches. Now, this last token, we spoke a lot about XSwap. We touched on Wisdomize. Now, this is going to be the quickest mention, but I'm personally very excited to get into this one, because if you watch our latest Becca breakdown, you'll see that every single token that Becca has recommended that hasn't launched yet has done at least a 2.5x, up to something like a 10 or a 12x on the high side. So it's an asymmetric bet, because he has 2 tokens left in the cannon. Skillful AI being one of them. Again, they've got this nice little gold Twitter tick here, which just puts my mind at ease. If you're gonna scam me, buy this Twitter tick, and I'm just gonna invest in your token, and you can run away with my money. That's the way around my mind. I don't have to do any research if you got one of those gold things. And the interesting news is that Skillful AI is actually doing an IDO round on Seedify. Now, it's not currently available or even written in the upcoming pools here, but they have announced it over on Twitter. And so I'm keeping my eye out for when it does actually go there, because once again, Seedify have that refund policy, which is unheard of in the crypto space. The other thing that I like about having a Seedify launch is that they have to give you tokens at the token generation event. Instead of having you locked in for 6 months, locked in for 12 months, you can't sell anything. Seedify enforce, they do now as of recently, because they had a couple of really crappy launches, that you must get allocation on the event of the tokens being generated. So if you want to go deeper on these tokens and be reminded when these launches are coming up, and make sure you get in and not sit around on the sidelines and watch all these tokens 3x, 5x, 10x and be like, wait, what's the next one? Oh, it's this one. Put it on your calendar, forget about your calendar, miss the launch, join our inner circle, because not only do we break down these tokens and give you friendly reminders when these things are about to launch, but we also track influencers' wallets. We've been tracking Crypto God John's wallets for years now, and we get an alert anytime he buys or sells into a new token. We're also integrating social alerts, which means any tweet with a cash tag or a ticker symbol, which is the $, will be pulled into that alert bot too, so you know when he's talking about replying to a new project or buying into them. We've got that for Crypto God John, we've got that for Alex Becker, and a lot of other influencers are going to be added into this, so that we know what the top dogs are trading way before they post about it on their YouTube channels to their millions of followers. That software is available inside our inner circle, which is in the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.